have been married for 13 years.
Yes.
You have two children with your wife,
Mhm.
and you said that your wife is your partner.
Mhm.
She is your helpmate. She is
Yes.
your extra set of eyes. You said the two biggest decisions that you have ever made in your life is deciding to follow Jesus Christ
Yeah.
and deciding who to marry.
Yes, absolutely. And I stand on that. When you make the first decision to accept Christ, your entire life is going to change. That first major decision you ever make.
Yeah.
The second one, I believe, right behind that, if you desire this, is who you marry. Because who you marry has the ability to alter and to shift your life.
Yeah.
And I want to say to the younger generation, you're going to have to get past somebody who's just cute, hips and abs and complexion and nice hair. And you got to really start asking yourself some fundamental questions. Will this person be with me if I get sick?
Yeah.
Will they support me? Can they intercede? Can they pray for me
Yeah.
in the time of need?
Yeah.
And so me choosing to marry who I married really helped to shape my life. Behind every good man is a good woman, and the Bible says that the man who finds a wife have a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Yeah.
There's a level of favor
Yeah.
that comes into a man's life when he marries the right one. Men have to admit we can't do it by
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
But if you get the right partner,
Yeah.
you'll shake the world up.
Yeah, you will shake the world up.
Hmm.
So, how did you know? Because I feel like I've had a couple men who have come and sat in that seat. Derek Hayes, he said when he met Pinky, he knew. Pastor Tim Ross, he said he knew Juliet was his wife. So, how did you know?
I knew my wife was my wife when I seen her 7 years in a row because we went to the same former church.
Okay.
And so I would see her around oftentimes, and every time I saw her, I just knew that it was something about her that resonated with me. Here's a challenge. Because I was in ministry, I had to be very careful about dating
Yeah.
because I did not want to get a reputation that he's in ministry, but he's dating everybody. So I could not just go up to her and say, hey, I like to go out with you, or what's your name? And
Yeah.
I had to be very tactical about my approach to that. But I had been seeing her around. She would come to church, her and her mom, and they would sit together before her mother passed. And I just knew that whenever I saw her, that there was something about her that connected with me. And eventually, our paths ended up crossing because I was her Sunday school teacher.
Lord, look at
I was her
this.
Sunday school teacher, and I prayed before I taught that class for the first time in my former church that she would be in there. She was sitting in the front row, and Brandy, she got up and left when she found out I was a teacher.
She like he a
And,
sub.
and she went and told somebody, and she said, is he teaching? Because if he's teaching, I want to be. I guess she had kind of judged me and thought that it was. And it ended up working out. And she received me as her teacher, and we ended up connecting through social media, actually on Facebook and things of that nature. And we went out, and the rest was history.
I gotta go to Sunday school.
You got to go to Sunday
Lord
school.
have mercy.
What you
don't let-
need might be in Sunday school.
It's a Sunday school. Okay.
Right.
So you knew
Hmm.
the moment you saw her. You had not had a conversation with this woman before. You are like, I saw her and I knew.
Right. I knew it, but I wasn't ready.
Yeah, okay.
I knew it, but I wasn't ready. I knew there had to be
Ooh.
some more spiritual growth in me. I knew I wasn't ready for her. So I had to do some more preparation and training. God had to get me ready for her.
That is so honest.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you think you weren't ready? What was that thing in your spiritual journey that says, I'm not ready? You weren't ready to be a husband, or I'm not ready for her?
I wasn't. See, here's the thing. I think a lot of us, when we talk about marriage, I think a lot of us can be in love with the idea of marriage, but not really know what marriage entails.
Oof.
It's easy to say I want somebody who's nice looking, has a nice paying job, and get a house and a dog. And
Yeah.
that's the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but marriage is actually work. It's a challenge to be with somebody the rest of your life, to see them every day, to make it work, to have disagreements, to agree, to
Yeah.
disagree.
Yeah.
And so the Lord had to get me settled in terms of knowing that this was the woman, this is to be the one I'll be with the rest of my life, and to know that she had the creativity and the gifting to walk with me. Whoever God places you with, they have a grace for you. They have a grace for you. That means that they can deal with your issues like nobody else can. And she can deal with mine. And I think a lot of times, instead of asking God and writing down a list and putting it in our purse or our wallet, saying, Lord, this is what I want. On that list, you need to include, Lord, send me somebody that has the grace for me.
Ooh,
Because
I
we
like
got
that.
issues.
I like that.
And we got issues. Send me somebody that can handle it.
I like that. Send me somebody who has the grace for me.
The grace for me.
Yeah.
The grace for me. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's easy to go to another relationship and think this will work, but that person still has to have the grace
Yeah.
to deal with you.
Yeah.
And they don't know you the first week.
Yeah, yeah,
You need grace after 3 and 4 years. You need grace after the first 8. You need grace.
yeah.